Hey guys, it's Alexis. I am back with a brand new video. Happy fall, happy Monday. Thank you for being here. Today, I have a success story about relationship reconciliation. I'm talking about how to manifest the ideal version of your person. And I'm going to give everybody some tips about ways you can do this. I think I've said these tips in previous videos, but why not do a refresher? All right. And like I always say before I get started, the links for booking one-on-one coaching are in the box below, as well as one-on-one hypnosis. The links to all of my pre-recorded hypnosis audios are in the box below. If you are a client who is wanting to book hypnosis, I require you to book a coaching session first, just so everyone knows that. And that's in the system. If you look online and you do not see a session that fits your time or my calendar is all full, please email us directly at sessions@createyourfuture.co. We will ask you some questions if you're a new client, less questions if you're a returning client, to figure out your time zone and get you sorted and get you on my calendar to figure out how to manifest your relationship. Okay, now that's all been said. I love this topic of versions of people because it's very fun and it's very applicable to relationships. This will help you out if you feel like your SP is doing what you don't want them to do, if you're not receiving the treatment that you have been thinking that you deserve or that we know that you deserve, and how to reroute your mind to create the person and the situation to be what you want it to be. Now, before I get into the success story itself, oh, you guys, look at this. Look at my shirt today. I got this. So this is your reminder to tell yourself, I got this out the gate. I actually wasn't going to wear this for the video, but then I turned on the video and I thought, oh, it looks so cute. I'm going to wear it. This was given to my son at a friend's house. They didn't have any shirts after he took a bath. And I stole it. Look at, because it fits me. It was one of their kids' shirts that's like a small. He had it on like a dress. And I said, that is so cute. It's mine now. Okay. So this is for everybody to say, we got this. I got this. I got this thing called reality creation, because you do. Remember too, that if you're learning the tools of reality creation, which is what I'm talking about in this video, if you are using this to apply manifestation, it is a journey. It is a thing of evolvement that I know and that all of my clients know can be up and down. It can be throwing you things from left to right. If you currently have been manifesting for a change in your relationship, like the client I'm talking about today, and you're not seeing things happening, I want to give you hope and also remind you that the system of reality creation is based upon you, your thoughts about you, your choice of how you view you, who you walk around being for you, and therefore your thoughts about people, places, and things. That's what's going on within you. But it's also, like it or not like it, a whole system that is based upon faith and trust. It's having faith in thoughts creating, and it's having trust in self to see it through. Okay. So also, if you have things going on outside of your relationship, like the passing of loved ones, pets having issues, people having things go on, unexpected news about family and friends, I do not advise taking on the idea. I created that. I don't really advise that. You do create your reality, but I do not believe that we are here to recreate and create everything all the time and everybody. And last time I checked, we are required to come into the human body. And at some point, even if you don't want to, you leave this experience and go to the next one. So it's my way of saying, stop blaming yourself for things that are happening with other people, right? And stop trying to take it on. That just shows us that usually always in life, you made yourself to blame and take things on. I just want to say it as a caveat too. Also, as I am filming this video, we are right around Halloween. Happy fall, which means that at least in the United States, we have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, we have New Year's, and then slam bam, we have Valentine's Day. So this is the time of year that I find that clients need a lot of support, especially if they're manifesting for relationship reconciliation. But let's turn this around, you guys, and say that no matter what, you are having a great holiday, and that all of these holidays are eventful, fun, and that you yourself are feeling good for all the holidays. That's also a useful thing to do if you are around people or around family that triggers you. If you're working on yourself, changing your thoughts about yourself. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to see so-and-so on Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, I'm going to see so-and-so on Christmas. Oh my God, how am I going to deal with seeing so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so? Okay. What am I going to do? Am I not going to hear from my SP here, here, and here? And then we have Valentine's Day. Absolutely not. You want to turn those thoughts around starting now, saying each and every holiday, I am feeling good. I am determining that I'm having a great day, having a great time with so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so on the holidays. We're laughing. We're having a good time. We are figuring out a way to be together and have a good time, something like that. Okay. But I notice that a lot of clients start to have thoughts of gloom and doom around this time of year. And let's decide that this year, these are the best holidays for you and that you're having a good time. If you're in the midst of recreating your relationship, recreating your marriage, recreating your SP, recreating the whole thing, this is the time to decide that it's happening. It reminds me of a client that I had, 3 or 4 years ago. Okay. And each and every holiday, she had kind of a reoccurrent theme of sadness, despair, feeling hurt. And I said, listen, like, I've heard you tell me this. I get it. It's how the past has been. But we also have to appreciate that the future doesn't yet exist. It's waiting to be told what to do. If you look at it that way from a quantum sense, a reality creation sense, like Thanksgiving, what's going to happen then hasn't even happened yet. Christmas, what's going to happen then hasn't even happened yet. Same thing for New Year's and Valentine's Day. All your mind will do is try to replay what's already happened, what always happens, and what you think your assumption is about these various events. Same thing, by the way, for your birthday. Same thing for any day. Like if you get the Sunday scaries, you've just determined I get the Sunday scaries, and I feel a certain way about Monday, right? Anyways, let's start thinking and deciding, okay, like Thanksgiving hasn't even happened. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen with my SP? What's going to happen for me on this Christmas? Okay. But basically, you want to decide you're having a good time, you're loving the day, and that you know who you are now, which is that you are the person that is in charge of themselves, their thoughts of themselves, and creating reality, which means you create the holiday. Okay. Right. Well, I went off on a unexpected tangent there, all based upon I got this. Okay. So let me get to the success story. Let's talk about this because this client changed and really got clued into the version of the person, the version of her guy. And it was really cool to see how she went about it, even though you guys, you know, at the end of the day, it's affirmations. It's what you're thinking. It's what you're choosing to think. But we use some different, like, you know, ways to go about it, which I intend are helpful for you too. Okay. Dear Alexis, thank you so much for all of your help with coaching and with your hypnosis audios that you have available on the website. I can't tell you enough how happy I am to finally write in my success story. After that day when you gave me the badges, that means stickers in other countries, the badges on my notes, and told me that I was a success story. It was about a week later that I decided I had to write in my actual success story with an exclamation point. I want everyone to know that when I came to Alexis for coaching, I was down and out with my SP. We had been in no contact for 7 months. And that the more that I began to do what she was telling me to do, slowly but surely, I want to emphasize, you guys, she says slowly but surely, he came back and now we are getting back together better than ever. I realized all along that it was me, my thoughts about me, my thoughts about relationships, and then that overlaid in the thoughts of him, who I created him to be, who I chose he was, and who I focused on that he was within the relationship. Fast forward to now, he was the one that reached out to me, and he was the one who began to generate a reconciliation from the get-go. The difference was that this time, through Alexis telling me over and over again, I was actually allowing him to pursue me, allowing him to chase me, allowing him to choose me, and I also allowed him to bring up the relationship talk. So all along, I've been wondering within myself, maybe this is how he was before, but I actually discreated him to be that way and turned him into being a cold, mean, nasty monster. Okay. So she would say this about him, you guys. She would say, he's just being such a cold, mean, nasty monster. And I'd say, okay. So like, let's think that I would say, like, I would offer ideas, you know, which I'll get into about how, you know, you can recreate the version. But she said once that she flipped all those things that it really began to pan out. So once I flip those things and I changed the version of him who he was through the way that Alexis showed me and told me and taught me, I was able to see consistent, constant movement. And now I realize that the cold, mean, nasty monster was the version of him that I created him to be. And now he is much more compassionate. He makes eye contact with me when he's talking to me. We have more in-depth conversations. And I really feel like now I am the version of me that is a loved, adored, wanted, and chosen. And therefore I can see and I can create that he loves me, chooses me, wants me, and adores me too. Oh yes. And I also want to add that we had a horrible communication, repetition cycle the first go around in our relationship, but now this time we are in consistent communication. I wouldn't say that it is constant, like it's not every day, all day, but I realized that previously I had been affirming for constant communication where really what I wanted was consistent communication. Okay, she's got some typos here. But anyway, what I will just take a pause in the video and say what she had thought she always wanted was constant communication, and what she actually wanted was consistent communication. Okay. Thank you so much. She's got a bunch of like personal stuff in here, so I'm just going to jump to the end. Thank you so much, Alexis, for your help and for your guidance. You are my angel on high. I can't wait to keep on working with you to persist in the creation of our relationship and for it to get better and better and to focus and focus and focus with you like you tell me. Focus, 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 everyone. Big hugs. Okay. So yeah, how did she do that? Right now, I had her do this when she would talk about this mean, nasty monster archetype. I had her put one hand on her heart and one hand on her stomach. Okay. This is a technique to connect to your subconscious mind. I am going to keep my eyes open for the purposes of the video, but I'd like you to practice closing your eyes. Not if you're driving and not if you're doing anything. Do this in your private time. But the purpose would be to close your eyes, take some deep breaths. You can take 3 deep breaths, breathing in, breathing out. Oh, it feels so good, right? Breathing in, breathing out. And one more time, breathing in and breathing out. Now, as you've taken the last breath, closing your eyes and getting really in touch with this area of the body, the area of the heart behind the top hand, and the area in the stomach behind the bottom hand, connecting right now to your subconscious mind for just a moment. Please make sure you're not doing anything. I'm going into a hypnosis voice, and I do not want you to be driving a car or doing anything at this time. Ad hoc hypnosis. So as you are connected to you right now, just feeling into the inner place and space within your body and noticing if you can bring about a connection to who your specific person is within you. Appreciating that they exist within you and that they are a being and a person within you. Allow them to come about. Just take a moment to notice who they are. Take a moment to notice what they look like. What are the adjectives that you would describe this person? Who are they? Okay. Now, let's put that aside for a moment and let's bring about a connection with the version of the person, how you want them to be, through imagery, adjectives, thoughts. Who are they? The version, the chosen version, the lovable, likable, compassionate, kind, communicative version of the SP that pursues you. Do they exist within you? Can you even access that version? Okay, now put that aside for now. And what I want you to do is bring back the first version of just where the SP is within you. You find this difficult, no problem. It's just an exercise. But now can you transform that version of that person into the ideal version? Can you see and picture and decide and feel like you're sending thoughts to the version of the person who is the communicator, who is loving, who is sweet, who is a pursuer, and creates safety and security and love? Okay. And now you want to associate to you right now being safe, secure, stable, and love. Okay, now open your eyes. That was a very quick exercise that I gave to her one-on-one that you can slow down and do with yourself. Okay. And it might help you identify that the SP lives within you because he or she does, you guys. That's the thing, is that your specific person is not separate from you. They exist as a living, breathing entity within you. And we have to decide and determine which version they are through thought. Now, like I tell almost all my clients, to do this, you got to slow yourself down in some way to understand that there is the version of them within you, and that the only person that can create and affirm and think the other version into existence is you. It isn't going to come from, they call me and text me, so therefore I know that they're a communicator. No. Who you think them to be creates the behavior. So it can't be the other way. Reality creation comes from us. The reality that you're creating with your person comes from you. It comes from the adjectives, the mental diet, the thoughts you think and feel about you, and the version of you and the version of them. But this really is about identifying, and it might help you to identify all the people in your reality. Like, you know, people, everybody in your reality exists within the subconscious that is within you. This place in space. Now, the subconscious is not just, it's all over. It is 95% of you, but it's the driving force that gives you the thoughts of who the person is. Okay. And what this client and I figured out is that this mean, nasty monster guy, it had nothing really to do with him. It was an accumulation of thoughts that she had thought about men. It was an accumulation of thoughts that had come from her parents. It was accumulation of thoughts about what she thought she deserved in love and the person she was in love. Okay. So remember that you have to recreate you and choose who you are now in love. And you can't do this. This is not an evidence-based practice. You have to just to choose and decide that you are enough, and that you are enough to feel safe and secure in love, and that you're enough right now. Who you're being regarding whatever you're manifesting is the most important part of the whole thing, right? If you're feeling rejected, abandoned, left out, not included, I am not this, I am not this, I am this, I am not this, then you're not going to be able to stay on the creation of the version of the person that is loving, pursuing you, wants you, choosing you. It's got to be both, you guys. And that's what she did. Now look at this. They were in no contact for, was it 7 months, 8 months? I'm forgetting. And they got reconciled. And he was not this mean, nasty monster that he had been. He transformed into being this compassionate, loving, communicative guy. And he was doing all these little things that she would tell me about, like opening up the door for her, buying her gifts, asking her what she wanted, essentially including her in all the things that she had always felt like he hadn't included her in. Okay. And again, you got this. You can do this too. It just takes determining, okay, what's the reality I want to create with the person? Who am I going to choose them to be? Who am I going to choose my person is? How am I going to think them into existence? Am I going to keep thinking they're this mean, nasty monster, yada, yada, yada. They do this, they do that. They're out living their life. They don't include me. They don't want me. They don't like me. They don't want me. They don't like me. Or am I going to choose like, no, first of all, I am the one that is more than enough. I am the one that matters the most. I am the most important person here because this is my reality. Meaning not an egotistical, I am the most important person, meaning like I matter, I'm important because my reality is a projection of me. And just to say, you are the most important person in your reality because it's only you that can create these things, okay? In any event, you have to look at it that way. Reality comes from us. It's a projection, creation, thought system from us. It's an outside in, it's in to the outside, which gives you all the power, right? And why not get fully into your power this time of year, moving into creating and manifesting and deciding what's going on with your SP on all these holidays. If you are someone where that's where you're at, if you are manifesting the person back, we got to stick to it. We have to keep on deciding who you are and who they are in order for it to manifest. All right. Okay, you guys, I feel like that was a quick video, but I really don't think it was. I don't think it was, but it feels like it was. Perhaps because I went into that ad hoc hypnosis thing that always, you know, time gets funny when you're in hypnosis. All right. So you guys, I love you so much. Let's stick on our creations this week. Remind yourself how wonderful, beautiful, amazing, and powerful you are because you are. Treat yourself like you are the goddess, the king, the queen. That is your birthright. That is the creator of your reality. You are a spark of God. You are from the creative energy that is of our creator. So that means that anything and everything is possible for you. It's just thinking it into existence. All right. I love you guys so much. Happy fall. I'll see you next week. Bye.